Hey, everyone. We are back for another sale. I'm sorry about the issues earlier. We had technical difficulties.
Yep, I got a new computer and I am now all fixed up, which is great. I fixed all my issues with Apple, but I did have to log into some things that didn't want me to log back in, so that's always fun.
Incredibly fun when technology works, right?
Yes. So we got lots of people in the chat. That's exciting.
Yes, there is. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. We've got 20 items each, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
So exciting things.
Turn my volume down. I don't want anybody to hear an echo.
Yes, hopefully the echo's gone on my end. If there's any issues, let me know. I don't have my microphone all set up yet. It needs a software that I don't have downloaded, and I have to call Apple Care. It's a whole process. So that will be happening this week.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. New computers are great, but when you have to set all the little things back up, it's like, oh man, I forgot my login for this. I was just
forgot my login for this. Oh, I gotta redo this.
Yeah, download this program. I was trying to put the Rolo printer hooked up to this computer, and the lady said, well, just select it off the list. And I was like, no, it needs something that I can't, it's not showing up. And she goes, oh, you have to install the driver. I'm like, the driver? What's the driver? Where's that? Where do I get it? And she's like, well, probably came with a disk or something. And I'm like, well, computers don't have disk drives anymore. So I'm like, well, so we had to go download this thing for Mac. And it was a whole thing. And I'm just like, man.
Life, I'm telling you, in technology.
Yes, I know. But we need it. We can't live without it. It makes our world run. So we have to learn to do it.
In this day and age, we would be like a feral child. We'd literally be going through withdrawals. We'd trying to live like it's 2000 again. It's just not possible.
Yeah, remember printing out the map directions and clipping them with the binder clips to the air vents, trying to navigate that way? Yeah, that was fun.
We don't do that anymore. Thank God for GPS.
I would be so lost without GPS. Let me just tell you, I would be who knows where in some neighborhood, and I'd be having to like hunt somebody down to get help because I just am so bad at directions.
We're spoiled with today's technology.
We really are.
Yes, I was going to say he. Thanks for being he. Supposed to be here.
Hi,
that is a pun, KP. You're right. Lost without GPS.
Yes, lost without GPS. That is a great pun.
Yeah, Dana, I understand. Lots of things test my patience.
Yeah. Well, see, part of me loves setting all this stuff up because I love technology. I love figuring out stuff. It's sort of a love of mine. But at the same time, when it comes to software programs that I have to download to make something else work, that does test my patience because I'm like, where did it go? Now I have to find it in the download folder. And why can't it just download to the desktop like a normal program? And why can't the icon just be there? And it's a whole thing.
And there's a lot more of
the button, yes.
All over the place.
Exactly.
So who do we have here? So I saw Sawdust. Of course, we've got Lena. Hi, Lena.
Hi, Lena. Welcome. Louis says hi.
Got Virginia. Hello, Virginia. We said hi to KP. I see Lori Perry is here. Dana Grace.
Welcome, Dana. Dana, I have not forgotten. I have your Bulldog 10 box. It's coming to you. Don't worry.
Got Robert from back in the day finds. Hello to everyone. I'm hoping everything technology-wise is much better compared to last week. See Betty Gallimore. We've got Cindy.
Hi, guys. Welcome.
Got Miss Jan Allardyce. We've got Pete Gregg.
Good to see you.
Joan Plavier. Who else do we have? I see the Kitschy Corner. I see Kelly Newton. Karen K.
Karen K. Welcome. Oh, Tammy's here.
Sandra Smith. We've got is it Tammy Renee or Tammy
Oh,
Vintage Uprising? Hi,
Vintage
Tammy.
Uprising.
And
Karen
then
Williams is here.
Aaron Williams. I see Cindy. Cindy S is here. I see Jason and Tina, Mother Tuckers.
Hi, guys.
Grandma 9.
So
We got a
many
whole bunch of
wonderful
people here
folks in the
tonight.
chat.
Thank you for tuning in.
It is. It's always exciting to see all of you guys in the chat again. And boy, let me tell you, I have really missed sales. So I'm so glad to be up and running again. Hey, Tex
It was as frustrating as it was last week with that technological issue. It was kind of nice just to kind of relax and have only a few things to send out. I didn't feel as stressed out.
Yes,
I still got to take that down. It's still up. I've been kind of lazy.
I say just change it up for Valentine's Day and leave it up.
I don't have any Valentine's stuff though, and plus I'm trying to clean up this room, which I've made a little bit of progress. So that's got to come down and go back downstairs.
Now, what I love about your aluminum tree is how minimal you have it, because I really do think they look the best when they're not. They just, the ornaments can hang like that. I always try to put too much on it, but I just love the simplicity of that, Vinny.
Yeah, I just do one ornament per branch, kind of like what I'm used to with our other tree.
And it probably keeps it from being weighted down too much too.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, KP. Yeah, that's my work in progress. I worked a little bit down there today. Put up a table. Put up a what else did I put up? What else did I put up? Oh, I put another shelf up, another eBay shelf. My aunt's texting me.
Hi, Robin. Welcome.
I gotta turn my notifications down. That's not notifications. There we go. That's notifications. Everything is turned down, so there's no bewitched Twitch.
But I love that sound effect. I need to get vintage. Well, I don't know if on iPhone you can do that, but
It's Zedge. Zedge is where I get mine from.
Zedge, yes.
Yes, I literally I've been working my tail off. I don't know if you saw the video or not, Katie. I think it was my most recent.
I have not. This week has been a little crazy.
So I put a space down in my basement where my mom had her art studio. Put shelves up. I'm trying to get cleaned up and organized. That's my New Year's resolution. And I made a shelf for all of my industrial stuff because I know that's going to be like a quick turnover, hopefully. So I did that, and then I've got other shelves for eBay and for other live sale inventory. Like I want to organize it by season, and then just randomness.
That's what I'm doing. So I wish I had the shelving spaces that you have, any, like a big basement would be cool. But I have this one spare bathroom. That's really Louie's room. Is empty and I never use it. So I thought I'm just going to make the shower, because I don't use the shower, into storage for all of my live sale items. So I've started getting things in boxes, and just like you, I have an industrial box. And as I get things for our sales each month, I can just put it in the box, with the little paper and its information, and it's just there. And then I've started doing the brooches in shoe boxes. So I can just grab a shoe box, and every brooch is in a bag. It's cataloged. It's got, I'm working on it so that it's just not bags and random boxes of stuff,
Oh yeah, it's like I always say, I love doing this, but I love getting rid of as much as I like to acquire.
If you could see my office right now behind this computer screen, like all the stuff I'm sorting through right now, it's like, oh, it's
I know.
Yep, it is. Oh,
it's
my mom's here.
I have a whole bunch of stuff still in here that I'm trying to make, because I have the big table I don't want to, we'll start the sale on 15. I had put up a table, and I thought I could put 2 of them in this room, but you can't because it's such a wide table. So I'm going to make one side my shipping side, like I'll have my scale, my boxes, etc., all over there. My Rolo printer I'm going to put downstairs. And then one side I want to do for filming haul videos.
Oh, how good.
There'll be another tour of it once I get it really situated.
So what I really wish is this room is kind of awkward. So it's not just a big square bedroom. There's like a jut out. And if I organize this room differently, what would be really helpful to me is to, just like you said, have a big table, and I could have my packing paper on my little packing paper display, and I could have, the bin set up, like maybe even on the pegboard with all of my boxes for the brooches, and I could have a roll for the ribbon and things to just be, because every week I have to get it out, bring it into the kitchen, pack out in the kitchen, haul it all back in here, because there's not a big flat surface to really pack everything on. So I've started doing these little mobile carts that I can roll around. So I can roll out the mobile cart with all the little things for the jewelry, because that's a repeatable shipment and it can go out there. But when I ship things like from this sale, it's not as simple, and it's hard. And storing the boxes is hard. Those take up so much room.
They do. Do you have a system for your bubble wrap? Do you just have it stacked?
I just have it stacked, and like right now, my current roll is literally just on the floor in here, which is a problem. I wish I had it.
I saw this on, I don't know if you watch Will's Thrifting Adventures.
Oh yeah, I do know who you're talking about. I've seen him before.
He, I think, took like a clothes rack, like a rolling rack, and he put his bubble wrap like in the center of it, so that way he can just wheel it out and he just pull it off of there, which I thought was a brilliant idea if you have a small space.
That's very brilliant. Well, Misty in her shop, if you ever get a chance to visit, she's got her big, counter, like old general store counter, and then underneath, her husband just took string, literally like big thick rope, and ran it through the middle of the core like this, so it goes out the other end. So imagine it being like this, and then the rope just connects to a little like eye hook or something on the side, and then she can just change out the roll. And I was like, that is so inexpensive and so brilliant.
Right.
You need a counter or somewhere to actually affix the roll to, but I think that's so great.
Mine literally just sits on the floor.
Yeah. And then do you have like a million bubble wrap cores too? Because I feel like they're good for shipping certain things like swung vases sometime. So I can't bear to throw away the cores, but I probably have 35 bubble wrap cores just like sitting in the back that I never use for the one time that I think I will use it.
I don't keep them. I pitch them because I don't really think I'll ever need them, because I don't ship a lot of swung vases and things like that. If I did, I would. I mean, look, this is the biggest one I have right here. My bittersweet. This is the biggest one.
That's very cool. I don't think them either, but I just think like, well, one day, what if I get one?
Right.
I just they're a good item, but they're also it's a good thing to keep. But then you get too many of them, and it's like, well, I don't know.
This is a good idea.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea, Carly.
Very good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have hit the 15-minute mark. So what we'll do is, I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone here knows the drill with live sales. If you don't, we only have flat price goods tonight. So you'll put in the number of the item that you would like in the chat. And of course, the first person that sees that number will get the item. Mystic Mom and Salty Croc are the mods, so they will help call the shots to determine who gets what. Sometimes we can see the correct name on StreamYard. Sometimes we can't. We have to refresh because sometimes StreamYard isn't accurate with what we see on our mobile devices. Make sure that if you're on your computer, you're on all chat. All messages and live chat. All messages with your device, live chat with your computers. Why top chat is even an option,
That I don't know. What do people use it for?
I don't know. YouTube is weird. We will not be able to combine shipping on our orders from this sale. Katie, I know you have a jewelry sale with Nate tonight. So will
I
you be
do.
combining those orders from this show with that one?
Yes, absolutely. So if you buy anything from Nate or me tonight on my jewelry sale, I will be able to certainly combine shipping with those as well and get them out. But as Vinny mentioned, we live in 2 different states. So the two of us, unfortunately, cannot combine tonight.
Correct, yes. So I ship from Maryland, and Katie's, if there's anyone new here, where do you ship from?
I'm from Florida.
All right. So, you know what? I don't think I think both of our information is in the description. I'm just going to check it real quick. Yes. So Katie's channel, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do so. Her email is in the description box as well. Copy and paste that if you make any claims and you haven't purchased anything from her before. And then my links and everything are down there as well. Make sure that after you visit or you're done at our sale tonight, you go to Pam's sale, Pam Blanchard, funniest lady you'll ever meet.
Yep, she's great.
She has her sale at 8 p.m. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, Trisha from Sandy and Otto has her regular late night sale. And then Katie and Nate have their jewelry sale at 10 p.m. as well. So make sure you all tune in to those places if you like treasures, because all of them have different things.
Yes, lots of vintage for you guys to shop, which is exciting. Welcome, Dee. I'm so glad to see you in the chat.
Hi, Deanna.
Yes. Oh, hi, Deanna, too. I'm sorry I missed you.
Alrighty. So since you were the guest tonight, let me see if I know how to do this. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. So we're going to do 2 items per round. If that's all right with you?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's go ahead and bring you around and you can start selling.
All right. Well, it's so funny. I just set this 10 down onto my new computer as I'm used to doing. And apparently there's some sort of magnetic field in the computer and the 10 magnetized to it. So that does mean that you can magnetize these and stick them onto your refrigerator or do something cool with them if you want a wall of 10s, which I think is a great idea. So this first 10 that I have up tonight, I just think is so cool. It is a salve 10, and it is an absolutely incredible condition, you guys. I mean, just wonderful. It looks like it came just right out of the general store. It's fantastic. And what I love about it is really the side. What's gorgeous about this is all the little checkered squares and then all the little circles that tells you what this 10 does and what it's for, like what you can use the salve for. So the cool thing with these is because the sides are decorated, you don't have to try to figure out how to prop up the top. So you can actually build this into your display and set other things on top of it, and you still get this really cool checkered effect on the side, which I love. It is extremely clean on the inside. I mean, this is just amazing to me that something like this has survived for so long, and then it was in a salvage yard and then it came here. So I just love this. I think the graphics are wonderful. I almost kept this. I mean, I really was very close to putting this in my bathroom display of 10s. This is 2¼ inches in size, and I just think it's fantastic. So if you are interested in this cool little 10, and I should do what Vinny does and have a little post-it note on it. Let me find it here on my display. Let's see. There it is. It will be just $12 if you are interested in this guy. $12 for this wonderful little 10 by giving me number 119. $12, number 119. And it says it's for scratches, sunburned, chapped hands, chafing, wait a minute. Chiliblanus? I have no clue what that is. Irritated feet. What is this word? Oh my word. I don't know. Am I just chillib?
Looks like chilblains?
chili. I don't know what that is. But anyway, this wonderful little tin is just $12, number 119. And I do see you, Betty Gillimore. Thank you so much.
Oh, I
And
see.
coming to you. All right, that is it. That has got great graphics, Betty, and I am glad it's got a good home. That's fantastic.
So Virginia says it. I think frostbite is what it was referencing.
Frostbite. Ah, okay, that explains so much. Okay, my next item is a cool paper item, and again, this just sort of amazes me that it survived all this time. This is probably, I would say, from the 1950s. It is
Oh,
really cool. It is a paper card for treads, shoe bottoms that you could add on for extra grip. I'm assuming, yeah, the soles that stay on. It was approved, of course, in Good Housekeeping magazine, as a lot of things were back in the day. But what is really awesome about this is the graphics on the side. So you've got the little woman, and I love the pillbox hat. I think that's fabulous with the high heel shoes for children. Look at the fedora on this guy and his little red briefcase. You've got the man golfing, and then you have the work gentleman in his little work outfit with the plaid. It says double shoe mileage. It's got its shoes here, the soles here, and then underneath, I don't want to take it off the card, but when you do, it has all the instructions still there. So this is in relatively good condition for its age. You know, there's a little bit of wear on the sides, but the overall graphics display really nicely. And I think this in a flower frond propped up in a little display, or even as I mentioned, the magnets, because I do that all over my house, is you could magnetize this to something in your closet or your wardrobe or just any display you want to put it on. I think it's cool. And if you're creating the general store look, that old store display with all your tins and advertising, you need this in your life. It's just so cool. And it's new old stock. I mean, this has never been used. So I think it's absolutely fabulous. And that yellow color is wonderful. So it's 7.5 inches in size. And I think it's just fabulous. So if you are interested in this Treads new old stock display, you can have this again for a steal of a deal at just $12, number 117. $12, number 117. And it's so awesome that this is still attached. I mean, look at the staples in the back. This is exactly how this came. And the graphics and the font on the treads is so cool. All right. Hey, Joanne, Precious Lavender. Haven't seen you in a while. Lori Perry, thank you so much. That is coming to you. Oh, that is awesome.
hey,
Okay, those are my two, Benny.
righty. So Joanne, it has been a long time. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. So my first item is really cool. Oh, is that hair? No, that's just wire from. Okay, I don't know what that was, but we are just going to pretend that didn't exist. So this is fun. This is just a little Presto French fry slicer.
That's awesome.
Made of metal. It says Presto here at the top. Presto there. And then on the other side, it says French fry cutter. That would be cool if you hung it up on the wall or didn't have cat hair on it.
It's just cat glitter. It makes it a little extra sparkly.
Right. It's fun, and if you wanted to use it, you absolutely could. I would recommend sterilizing it first, of course. But that is really fun. And it's lightweight. I would say it's probably maybe cast aluminum. Oh, maybe a little, or pot metal. Pot metal is probably a better word for it. Got a little bit of wear and tear because it's older, but still a cool piece. And if you would like the French fry cutter, it's $6, number 14. $6, number 14 for the French fry cutter.
They sure don't make those kitchen utensils like they used to.
No, they don't. In fact, some of them are not as great of quality.
No, my tongs the rubbers coming off of them, but the ones that my great grandmother had that I still have, they look like they were just fresh out of the factory. It's amazing.
Right. Ooh, Dee's going to see Cool in the Gang.
Oh, how awesome, Dee. Man, I'm jealous.
Oh, Robert, thank you. So this is cool. This is a vitamin formula glass jar, little one. It says Theragram on it.
Ooh.
Not gonna show well. Hopefully it does. So what's nice about this is the jar is glass, but the lid is plastic. And it screws on and off of here perfectly fine. Actually, this isn't shipped anywhere. It doesn't look it. Some of these items that I found were in a barn flea market, so they might be a tad bit dirty. But I thought somebody could display this in the bathroom, or I mean, if you wanted to clean it out, you absolutely could. But I think it's just cool for display.
I'd put my vitamins in it and use it.
Clean it out, put your vitamins in it, you absolutely could. It was from E.R. Squibb & Sons, Inc., made in U.S. It does have a zip code on it, so it's after 1963. So this piece also is $6, and it's number 8. $6, number 8, for the Theragram glass jar. Great in a, I was about to say, in a bathroom display, or... Oh, KP says she remembers these vitamins.
I like the square shape of that bottle. It's super cool.
I do too. And folks, there will be a recap at the end if there's anything that didn't sell tonight. So those were my 2 this round.
Did you give a number on that last item, Benny?
I thought I did. $6, number 8.
Okay.
If I didn't, then there we go.
I don't know if you did, then I don't know where I was. Okay. So I've got a fun little box for you next. I'm all about the boxes and the graphics and all the things. And I saw this and had to buy it because I had never seen Goodyear heels. That's right. The company that made the tires apparently also makes heels for shoes, which makes sense because, they do rubber and they do rubber very well. But how cool is this box? And it still has the heels. So this is different than the cat's paw heels you normally see. And when I researched this, because I'd never seen this before, I don't see a lot of these boxes around. So I think they're a little bit less common. But the graphics are so wonderful, yellow and blue striped. And the cool thing is, again, you set it on its side. And I mean, it's just got graphics all the way around galore, which is wonderful. Or you can prop it up in a display. So on the side, you've got the heels. And these are interesting because these are for children's shoes. So size 4 through 8 loafer, which is very cool. They're black. And the box, I mean, other than just a little wear on the corners, this packaging is in incredible condition. I'll show you the inside. It opens up and it does have both of its heels brand new, and the heels have the Goodyear logo in it, which I just think is so cool. I love this kind of stuff. And the heels, the rubber's in good shape, not sticky, nothing wrong with it. And I just think this is a great box for your little display. And if you've got anything related to cobblers, like I've got several different shoe displays in my house with either shoe polishing tins. I even have an old shoe polisher wood box. This would look really awesome in a display with it. I just love these things. This, so that for your displays, the box measures 3.5 by 3.5 by 1 inch and a quarter tall. So it's a good little size for your displays. And if you're interested in this fabulously cool Goodyear heel box, you can have it for just $15 by giving me number 116. $15, number 116. I think this is pretty cool. I love the yellow and the blue, and that Goodyear logo is just awesome. All right.
That is really cool. I love the colors, the design of that box.
Just everything about it's awesome. Yeah, I really think so too. I like it a lot. Okay. Well, up next, we've got another awesome 10. Now, this is another one that I did almost keep because my mom looked at it when she was looking through all of the things that I had gotten and was bringing to the sale. And she said, this would look really good on your Singer sewing machine. And that is true. I have my great grandmother's Singer Red Eye Singer sewing machine from 1916, and this would be pretty cool on top of it. But I decided that it needed to come to all of you guys, so you have a chance at picking this wonderful little tin up too. It is 5¼ inches tall, and it is Singer sewing machine oil in the
Oh, look at
container.
that.
Isn't that awesome? So it's another little handy oiler. And I know a lot of you guys had mentioned last time that you love the handy oilers, and one person in particular said they collected them. So I've been on the lookout for them, and I was really excited to get this example in relatively clean condition. For its age, it's got just a little denting on the side, but overall, I mean, it is wonderful. And these things were used, so it's amazing that this has survived. It does have a little bit of the oil in it, but look at the lady on the front. Isn't she fabulous with that Singer sewing logo? Oh, I just love it. This is great too. I know that we're, already through Christmas and not thinking about Christmas as we're in the new year, but again, for Christmas, great colors. Also awesome if you've got a vintage sewing room or any cool little display of tins that you want to put this with. So this is going to be, let me find it here, just $10, number 106. $10, 106 if you are interested in the Singer oil tin. It is pretty fantastic.
Colors on that are really great.
Yeah, I thought so too. I loved the colors on this. And I love that it says the Singer Manufacturing Company on the bottom. That stuff is so fabulous. All right. And I see Betty. Congrats, Betty. That's coming home to you. Yay. And those were
Right.
my two.
So before we switch over, I actually have a really cool Esso Handy Flame home oiler. It's plastic in the shape of the flame.
Oh, it's Esso.
Mm-hmm. Let me see
Oh,
if I can
how
find it
cool.
real quick. I posted it on Instagram. I posted it a long time ago.
That's amazing. Sorry, Melody, you just missed out on that one, but I probably have a few other tens you'll be interested in tonight.
Hopefully I can find it quickly. Crossing my fingers.
That sounds so cool, Vinny. I love all the old Esso stuff. That's amazing.
I would love to find one of the tins with the Esso oil guy on it. The one like that in that shape for
I
the
have
handy oiler.
I have a little handy oiler SO10. I did pay up for it. I want to say like $40, but it has the little SO oil drops in the motoring car. Oh, it's so cool. It's one of my favorite things.
I wonder if this will show up. Probably not. It's right there.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome, Benny.
I think he's from 1956, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't have any tobacco tins tonight. I am so sorry, but I've got some watercolor tins and other really neat things coming up.
Who asked about tobacco tins? Carly did.
Harley did.
I've got a few of those, so
Oh,
hopefully
good.
she'll like those. Okay. Oh, my two items are right here. Oh, I'm out of focus. There we go. So this is cool. I've had this for a while. This is a Federal Savings plastic thermometer. And what I liked about it is that little starburst that's right there.
Mhm.
So it was made by the Sentinel Thermometer Springfield Instrument Co. Inc. in Hackensack, New Jersey. I think I probably found this at a flea market because that's why it's like got a little bit of dirt on it. I could probably clean it up maybe with a magic eraser, but that's what the back looks like. Here's what the front looks like. It's lightweight plastic, so you don't have to worry about it falling off of the wall and breaking if that does happen. Federal Savings. This piece is $8 and it's number 3. $8, number 3 for the Federal Savings Thermometer.
I love that little starburst. I'm such a sucker for a starburst.
Me too. I love the mid-century. You're probably right, KP. It was probably a giveaway for the for the Federal Savings. Like, don't banks still give stuff away, or are they just like little random tchotchkes?
Probably you get like cheap pens now that don't work after a couple of times.
Right. That's always how that works.
Hi, Mary.
Mary, hello. So this is cool. This is a tin of boric acid.
Ooh.
It's from People's Drugstore.
Oh, I
Yeah, it's so
love
cool.
that. That label is everything.
That would be so cool displayed in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And it says People's Drugstores. I didn't realize that I thought this was like some company that was in the Pacific Northwest. I didn't think it was universal across the US because it says Washington, D.C. But it is full. Displays well, I think. And if you would like the boric acid from People's Drugstore, it's $10, number 18. $10, number 18 for the People's Drugstore boric acid powder. Right. Cheap pens and a calendar. That's exactly right.
I wonder if marketing will ever go back to that, if they will realize that that was extremely effective, even though it costs more, and that people want to go back to that time period.
Right. So those were my 2 this round.
Fantastic. So up next, I've got a really, really cute 10 for you. And I don't use the word cute a lot, but this is just adorable. If you love ducks and you love rain, you're going to love this 10. And I think it's just spectacular. This is 3 inches in size, so it's a good little size. You can store stuff in these 10s as well, but this is for Picard shoe dressing. And it's just got the happiest little duck. Look at him. Isn't he great? They never leak, made since 1902. This is a company out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I just, the graphics on it are great. You've got great colors all the way around. It is very clean, like on the inside. And it is such a fantastic container. So the duck, it stole my heart. Now, it does have a little bit of wear on the bottom. You know, sometimes you do find that with these old 10s, but you just can't beat that. Look at the font too, even on the word guaranteed. I mean, isn't that just wonderful? Oh, I think it's so great. I love it. So this 10 is a great deal tonight. It can be yours for just $8 if you want the Happy Duck. $8, number 103. Oh, I just love this so much. And I don't know, let me see if I think black shoe dressing might have come in here. It doesn't say. Oh, to waterproof. Yeah, for waterproofing. So it's not a color, actually. It would just be a waterproofing agent. But that is so cool. Lori Perry. Yay, that's coming to you. Fantastic, Lori. Thank you so much. You're going to love that little guy. All right. Now, I know last time, too, a lot of folks said that they loved bathroom 10s, and I am always looking for products that would have been used in your vanity displays and your items. And I found this 10, and I am just in love with any graphic that has a diamond design on it. I don't know what my obsession is, but I've had this obsession for a long time. Anytime I see a diamond on a tin, I have to buy it. It just has to come home with me. So I loved this little tin. I thought it was so cool. It is royal cocoa butter. It's got great, like that 1950s striping all the way around both sides. And it says the finest and the purest royal cocoa butter. And it's got some fabulous graphics on the side. Look at that, Camden, New Jersey. Now this opens up, and it does still, I've got cocoa butter coming out. It does still have the cocoa butter in it. So this would have been like a push stick. And as you can see, you can push it up just like you would put on chapstick. And these tins, upon some research I did, because I had never seen one of these before, and I thought they were so interesting and cool. These are very hard to come by. You don't find a lot of these in clean condition. And most of these that I found, the very rare few, were selling between like $30 and $40. Well, you guys know I want to bring you a deal. So I am bringing this amazing tin to you tonight with fabulous graphics that can be set and displayed many ways because it's round and just fantastic for a great deal. So you guys have a chance to get a pretty uncommon tin, and it is 3¼ inches in size, and you can have this cocoa butter tin. Let me find it here. Oh, I just saw it. It's here. Let's see. For just $15, number 118. $15, number 118. So that is a great deal for the cocoa butter tin, and I think the graphics are fantastic on it. That pinstriping and that diamond and the way they do the word royal is just everything. So definitely be worth a pickup on this fabulous guy. And if you do have eBay and you want to list him for a little bit more, you might have some folks that are interested in it. But it is a great tin, and it would look fabulous in a bathroom display, I think, because the colors are great. You know, it's just that light kind of creamy yellow is just wonderful. All right. Well, if I don't see anybody for that 10, that is okay. It can come back in a later round. And did I do 2, Penny? I think that was my 2.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
That's
Was it
okay.
2?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so because I did the Picard 10 and then I did that. So,
Okay.
Hi, Nate.
Nader Tater. All right. So my next item is actually going to be it's a choice. I'm going to show 2 items and it'll be a choice, so you can pick which one you want. So I have 2 Scotch electrical tape tins.
Oh, those are so good.
So we've got this one that is plaid with yellow and white, and it has the white what do you want to call that? White bottom. And then this one is green, red, and yellow. And then it's got yellow on the side. Both are in good condition. They do have some issues, of course, because they are older. So these are $8 each, number 15. If you would like the white bottomed tin, you put letter A. And then if you want the green bottom, you put letter B. So $8 each, number 15. Just put letter A or B, depending on which one you would like. All right, Carly asked if everyone else's screens froze. Did we freeze?
I didn't see any freezing.
I didn't either. You never know. YouTube is not exactly... I don't know. All right, and then my next 2 items for choice are some moth crystal tins.
Oh, those are so good. Look at the golden key.
So this one does not have its lid, but I thought you could use these if you're maybe an artist. You could put paintbrushes in here or maybe some pens. Okay, so maybe it was just a small little glitch. That's just what happens in live streams. So we got this one. It does not have a year on it that I can see, but it was distributed by the Great American Tea Company. Kind of odd to think that they sold moth crystals. Hi, Frida.
Hi, Frida. Yeah, you know that company, the Golden Key Company, I'm pretty sure they made coffee.
Very interesting. And then this one is Dill's Odorol, which is the same
Oh.
thing. I think it's probably the same kind of idea. But this one has its lid. And this one was made by the Dill Company in Norristown, Pennsylvania. And these are $12 each, number 20. The one without the lid is letter A, and then the one with the lid is letter B. So $12 each, number 20. And then you can just decide which one you would like from there. Alrighty. And those were my two this round.
Alrighty, fantastic. Let's see. Okay, let's do this here. I have this fabulous watercolor tin, and I just get so excited when I find these because I have a whole collection of them. So usually I don't let them, leave my house. They usually stay with me and I hoard them. But this one is just so cool, and I wanted to bring it to the sale because I've never brought a watercolor tin. So this has some fabulous graphics on it with a paintbrush on it. This is for colored craft watercolors. And the cool thing is it still has its original 77-cent price tag. Where can you get watercolors anymore for 77 cents? Sold at a place called Met. And it still has, if I can get it open, and this is a big palette. This is not one of the smaller ones. It's the double palette ones. I mean, it does open. It's got a really good closure on it. There we go. And it has all of its colors pretty much still intact. It is missing the paintbrush on the inside, but the colors, I just love the way they look in there. They're so gorgeous. And the front, the graphics are great. So overall, this tin is in incredible shape with its price tag. I love the gold and black color, and then that singular paintbrush, that 1960s like stylized paintbrush is so awesome to me on this. So if you're interested in this watercolor tin, you can have it for a steal of a deal tonight, folks. $12. That's right, just $12 for the watercolor tin, number 108. If you are interested, and this is a big one, as I mentioned. It measures 9¼ inches by about 4½ inches. So it is pretty cool. I love it. I think it's great. The colors are everything. Let's see. Lots of folks were interested in that. Fantastic. That's exciting.
Let's go ahead and refresh it and see what comes up. Okay. It's correct. It's correct on StreamYard and on YouTube. So,
well, congrats, Catherine. That's coming to you, and I will just bring it with you when I see you next weekend. So, how exciting is that? Okay, that is coming to you. Fabulous, Catherine. Yay. And I will keep my eye out for more watercolor tins. Yes, you'll take hand delivery. You got it, Catherine. I'm so excited. Catherine and I are going to the Artist Festival down at Disney next weekend, and it will be really exciting. And we're going to a convention where I get to meet Susan Sarandon. So I am thrilled.
Oh, how cool.
That's going to be really fun. I'm been looking forward to this. All right. So my next item up is just a really cool little tin that I love because the graphics are awesome. And it is the Shinoa Black shoe polish tin in incredible condition. And this is another one that when I found it, it was like it just came right out of the factory and had never been used. And this was in the sweetest lady's home. She was moving, and she had a lot of tins in the garage, and I really enjoyed talking with her. I got some wonderful Starburst silverware for my collection from her. And this is a great little shoe polish tin with the black and white stripes on the side. Man, I love it. And it's got all of its original pieces to the tin. It's great. It's wonderful. The lid does open. I just can't get it off very easily at the moment, but it's a little hard, but it does open. And it's got all the great graphics on the back. The cool thing about these is with the little almost it looks like a anchor point for boats, but it has a name, the cleat on the side. You can set it up kind of cool in the display because it will prop up on other things. So I'm just trying to see if I can demonstrate this because I don't think I have a tin nearby to really show you. This is not a great example of it, but it will sit like this because of its little feet on the side, the little cleat there. So it works really well to set up on other tins if you want to do fun display pieces with it. I just absolutely love this. So if you would like this Shinoa tin, it can be yours for just $8 by giving me number 100. $8 number 100 for the Shinoa tin. Such a great little deal for a fabulous little guy with great graphics, and it is almost 2 inches in size. So I love this. I think it's fabulous. And this is another one too. If you display it on the side like this and set things on top of it, you've got all those cool graphics on the around the side, which is great. Okay, and I see several folks. Let's see.
Yep.
Betty Gillimore is getting that. Great, Betty. Congrats. Let's go. You got a great collection started. All right, and that is my two, Vinny.
Okay. That Shinola tin is awesome.
Yeah.
So bright and colorful.
And it's really just in great condition.
All right. So I have some clocks. I know that people love their old clocks. Actually, we'll start with this one. So they're both Big Bens. This is Baby Ben. Let me turn my black light on here and see if these have a. So there is not a glow to either of these, unfortunately, but that's okay. They still display nicely. If I had to guess a time period, probably the 1960s. Baby Ben West clocks. There is some, I guess, some sticky residue on the face that's plastic. But great if you have a small little table or some kind of like entryway you want to put this on. And here's the back. Definitely has some age to it, doesn't it? With the.
Oh yeah, with those brass pieces.
And let's see what it says. West Clocks, LaSalle, Illinois, made in U.S. And then I have U.S. patent, then a DES, and then a 201895. So this piece is $12, number 17. Have a good one, Kitschy Corner. Thanks for popping on tonight.
Hi, Sarah.
$12, number 17 for the Baby Ben clock. Is that out of focus? So we got that one. And then I have the bigger version. We have the regular sized.
Oh, I love the numerals on that.
So this one is Big Ben West Clocks, made in U.S. Again, has a plastic face. Also made in LaSalle. Again, old clocks, great piece of decor. And really, if you're trying to capture a period of time, these are definitely a great piece to do so. And this one, since it's a little bit bigger, I'm asking $15 for it, and it's number 7. $15, number 7 for the Big Ben clock. And what's nice is these have little felt stoppers. 50s, 60s, so right around that time, right, Trojan? I thought they would look cool together on a shelf, but I tried selling both of them together at one point and nobody budged on them, but that's okay. To the right buyer, they will sell.
I think the graphics on that one is great. I just put them by my bed. They don't even have to work. On each of my nightstands, I have 2 vintage clocks, and I just love looking at their faces. They're so wonderful.
I'm starting to grow a collection of vintage clocks. I love them.
I do too, Vinny. They're another one of my many weaknesses within the vintage world of
Yep.
things to collect. So this next item is great, and I actually brought this to a sale a long time ago, and unfortunately the person never came through with the order, so I'm bringing it back because there was quite a few folks that were interested in this. And this is an old car dealership display for all of the keys that would have been at the car dealership. And I think this is very cool. It is plastic. So the nice thing about that is it's super lightweight. I have a Ilco key display that must weigh, I don't know, 30, 40 pounds that I had a professional come and hang for me. So I love this because you can just put some nails in it, and at the end of the day, you'll be good to go. You don't have to anchor it to the wall or anything. And it has the perfect little size hooks for your collection of vintage keychains, whether that be telephone keychains or advertising keychains, or as a practical item, you can just hang earrings on it, bracelets. You could even probably get little brooches and hang them in between the hooks. I do think there'd be enough room for smaller brooches. The other thing that's great is if you love old keys, like I do, on my Ilco key display, I have a bunch of old keys hanging, and it looks really cool on the wall. So this is a great little organizer for pretty much anything you want to do, and it has some cool advertising on it. I love the little guy up at the top with the little car. I mean, isn't he great? Lowe's Inc., dealer supplies, car dealer supplies, best prices, best stock. This is a 1-800 number, but it's local to, does it have a city? Oh, yes, Darlington, South Carolina since 1951, which is cool because I got this in North Carolina, so it didn't travel too far. But this is fantastic, and if anyone is interested in this wonderful piece, it could be yours for just $14. And it will be number 110, $14, 110 for the car display, and I'll be happy to measure it so that you guys know what you're signing up for if you do purchase it. It is 12 by 10, so it will fit in a really easy space. But that's fantastic. I love this. Okay, and I will wait for Vinny to confirm. All right. Robert, back in the day finds. Congrats. That's coming to you. That's wonderful. I'm glad you're getting that. All right. Yay. Okay. Now, my next item is this super cool Mavis talcum powder tin. And I love the stripes on this. Isn't it fantastic? The black, the red, the gold, everything about this tin, the square nature of it. It's just so great. This is another one, again, I almost put in my bathroom, and it is still full of talcum powder. It has its nifty little lid. And the graphics are everything. And it does have a little bit of wear, but overall, this is fabulous. And it says it's invisible shade, so you won't ever see it. It goes on and it disappears. This is great. Now, I know we don't use a lot of talcum powder anymore, but just as a cool old can, I just think it's amazing. And in the bathroom display, the beautiful thing about this is it adds a lot of height to a lot of usually kind of flat or smaller tins. So this is a really nice piece, and the colors are just so vibrant on this. So if you would like the Mavis talcum powder tin, it can be yours for just $12, number 114. $12, number 114. Look at that font. And this is talcum powder for men, and it's a special blend of talcum powder. I don't know what that means, but whatever it is was special, and it is 6 inches tall. So it's great. I love this. Okay. Yeah, that would be great on some different advertising. All right, I see Betty Gillimore. Congrats, you have an amazing eye for tins, Betty. That is headed your way. Fantastic. And I believe that is my two, Benny.
Okay. Did I pick my other two items? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Bad me. Okay. So first item, this is really cool. This is an Oxweld Ferroflux tin.
Oh, look at that.
By the
Oh,
Lynn Company. B Avenue, hello.
hi, B Avenue.
I go off here real quick. I don't think there's a year on here. Nope, but it's got a very cool deco look to it. It would be great for Halloween. Here's the top. I don't think there's a year, but I love that. And if you would like this tin, oh, that's not the right one. This is only $10 and it's number 20. $10, number 20 for the Ferroflux tin. It's got dents and scratches and such, but it is still such a cool piece. All right, and Poodle, I see you for that. Thank you very much.
That is a great 10, Poodle. Congrats. That's awesome.
And my other tin that I have, this is a really cool one. This is a Tough Flex bib washers tin with the bibs still in them.
Look at the little guy. He's almost like akin to Ready Kilowatt or something. He's
Right?
so fun. I love him. Oh, he's great. Look at him, y'all. Oh man.
And these were in Collingdale. Daniel P. Creedco was Collingdale, Pennsylvania. Alrighty. And if you would like this tin, which by the way, it still has contents in it, it is $12, number 11. $12, number 11 for the Tough Flex bib washers tin.
Yeah, I love him. He's great. What age wise do you think he is? 60s or
60s probably.
yeah, he's wonderful. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth. Okay, and I think
Benny,
those
if
were
no
my
one's
two.
interested in that 10, I'd sign me up for it.
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea what bib washers are. It says tough, high heat resistance, high abrasive resistance, positive shutoff, no singing or squealing.
Benny does have the best handwriting.
Thank you. Molded in one place, washer developed by Creed, have extra toughness, extra flexibility, form strength throughout. But it doesn't say what they're for. One stop. Oh, it's for plumbing. So it's a plumbing washer.
Yeah, that's very cool. Well, probably for faucets, I would think.
That's what Pam Avery just said. Probably so. Yep, those were my two. Yep, Robert, number 11. They are yours. Thank you.
All right. Yes, fantastic. I've got an incredible brooch up next. And I don't normally bring a ton of brooches to this sale here, but we do have some crossover audience, and I thought, let's bring a Sarah Coventry and let's make it sort of industrial and have it be a little bit brutalist, which I love. So all of those things I thought were perfect. I love this brooch. It is 3 inches in size, so it is a whopper. It's
Whoa.
absolutely gorgeous. It's sort of starbursty and brutalist and all the things all wrapped up into one. Love the big faux pearl. I think it's fabulous. It is marked Sarah Coventry on the back. It's got a perfectly working C clasp. It is a really nice size, and overall, it's in incredibly good condition. There might just be a tad bit of metal wear, maybe very so slightly in here, but overall, I think this looks really nice. And of course, if we get one of our little Happy New Year vintage postcards out, how great does it look on the side of a postcard? I think it's fabulous. So this brooch here is a great deal tonight if you want this. And it is a whopper, 3 inches, man. Very cool. This is going to just be $8, number
Wow.
120. $8, number 120. Great deal for Sarah Coventry, and a really, really cool and beautiful piece. And this is the kind of thing that just really will go with almost everything you wear it with, because that silver is so lovely. That matte and shiny silver with the texture I love, and then the big faux pearl in the center. Yeah, you can't beat that. So $8, number 120, if anyone is interested in that.
That's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too. I think it's cool. Turn it into an ornament too. I know we're past Christmas, but it's never too late to think about those things. All right. Beth, congrats. That's coming to you, Beth. Wonderful.
All right.
What a great gift.
Cruella-ish. I could see Cruella de Vil wearing that.
Yeah, I totally could. Okay. So my next item is this fabulous Atlas box. I just love these. This is for Atlas tacks or wire brads, as this box here is specifically stating wire brads on the bottom. Oh, brutalist. Oh, yes. Well, brutalist was a style of things that were made, in the mid-century time period. So you see a lot of brutalist art and brutalist design, not just in brooches and buildings, but wall hangings, all kinds of things. And they're just sort of, if I had to describe brutalist, I'd say it's very, what would be the word that I would use to describe it? Almost kind of linear and blockish. Everything is sort of, how would you put an exact descriptive word for something brutalist if you're trying to tell someone about it?
I would know. I would just say kind of like, oh, it's hard to say. Like I would just call it mid-century looking. Brutalist. Yeah. I feel like it's a. I wouldn't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's hard to describe. Yeah, abstract. That's the
abstract. Word. Yeah, there we go.
That's a very good descriptive word. Yep, but it's cool. Brutalist is cool. Okay, so this Atlas box is amazing. The graphics on the globe with the big tack through it is just fabulous. It's got great graphics all the way around. Now, someone did write that this was for brads, 5/8 inches. And I went ahead and still picked this up because I love when people have actually used something. This was in a shop somewhere. Somebody needed to write brads on the side so they could find it. I mean, just the history behind that to me is awesome. So I love when things are written on, and I know some people don't, but I just think it adds to its actual history as an item that was used in all these vintage stores. Atlas products, more than 24,000 fabricated drawing and upset metal products that they sold. And then it's got, again, great graphics all the way around. I love this diamond kind of like V point at the top and the bottom of this box. So good. Graphics on the top. Good for Halloween. I know that we're not thinking about holidays really right now, but, it's always good to have these things tucked away. 3.5 inches in size. Great little box. And if you are interested in the Atlas tax box, you can have this Atlas box for just $8, number 115. $8, number 115. And I think they were marking that there was 25 left in this box of 5 8-inch brads. But it is great. Isn't it?
Love
Oh, I
that.
just love this. Yeah. Okay. And those are my two, I believe.
All
I
right.
think so.
I'm gonna be gathering my stuff while you're doing your thing. All right. So I have a flower frog. That's a glass one. Here's what it looks like. Looks like a star pattern.
Those are great for marbles.
Marbles, old fountain pens, they work wonders. And I don't think there's any damage to any of the holes or anything, which is quite remarkable. It does have feet on the bottom. So there are 11 holes on here. Hi, Jason. Welcome.
Hi, Jason.
And if you would like the flower frog, it's $10 and it's number 13. $10, number 13 for the flower frog.
What a good deal. Wonderful thing to have.
Yeah, you could hold giant paintbrushes in it too.
Yes. The possibilities are endless with those because anything that will fit down in there is just perfect.
Right, exactly. And this is really cool. I don't know if there's any brewery lovers here, but I have a Coors ashtray, Coors beer. It says America's fine light beer brewed with pure Rocky Mountain spring water. As you can see, it has been used. You could put that on your like a side table or maybe even on a coffee table and throw a loose change in here. I love this. Or you could just have it propped up on a plate stand on display in your bar. Free of any cracks or chips. There is crazing in here, as you can see. And it's marked on the back. It says, a Coors Co. Golden Cold. It took me a minute to realize what that said. Probably could have cleaned this before I brought it up here, but that's all right. If someone purchases it, I'll clean it to the best of my ability. And it's free of any cracks or chips. It just has the crazing from age on the inside. But if you're going to throw a loose change in there, that's not even going to matter. This is $10 and it's number 4. $10, number 4 for the Coors ashtray.
I think as a little tray by the door to put, your loose change or your keys or things in it, it's really great for that.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'm on top messages. Good gravy.
That just needs to go away, that option. I don't know why YouTube can't get rid of it.
Hashtag get rid of top chat. All right, and those were my two. And thank you for the reminder for the thumbs up for both of us.
All right, what a great set of items there, Vinny. Okay, up next, speaking of Atlas, which I just had another Atlas tin, I now have an Atlas polishing cloth tin with some really cool graphics, and I love that little globe with the A in it. That just makes me so happy. So on tins, I love globes, lightning bolts, diamonds, and suns or moons. Any of those types of graphics, I'm just a sucker for, and the tin must come home with me. So I love this. I think it's great. 4th of July, any of your other holidays that you want to decorate with this color scheme for is great, but all year round, this in the display just looks awesome. And what I'm going to do with this tin is I am going to be filling it full of vintage matchbooks. So you're
Oh, there
getting
you go.
10, but you are also getting a whole slew of fantastic vintage matchbooks in this tin. So I think that's very cool. And it is, I've taken the matchbooks out at the present just so you can see the inside of it. It's relatively clean. But, this tin does have a little bit of wear around the bottom, but overall it's fantastic. So it does not have its cloth, but I am replacing it with vintage matchbooks. So if you are interested in this polishing cloth with the matchbooks, it is going to be $12, number 102. $12, number 102 for the Atlas polishing cloth tin. And there will be quite a few matchbooks in this tin here. Matchbooks are cool and they've got great advertising on them. And I came into a bunch of them recently and I thought, well, what could I do? And I thought, well, I'm going to fill a tin with them because why not? They're awesome.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. Now, my next item up is this fabulous little guy. It is a stain remover box. And I'm a sucker for cool graphics where they feature the little tubes. I love tubes of things. I don't know if the images of just the perfect round tube makes me very happy, but I think it's awesome. And the side of it, look at all the little things that it removes stains from: porcelain, tile, rugs, linens, and clothing. And just look at all the little graphics on the side. Does that not just make you happy? This has its instructions for use, but unfortunately someone has wadded it up and put it inside. So the instructions are here, but they are a little balled up, but it does have all of its instructions, and it still has, looky here, it's stain remover. Isn't that great? It's still in
That's
there. How
awesome.
cool is that? Now, around the top of the tin, it definitely's got a little bit of, stain remover that's leaked out from it, but it's definitely dry now. And it's just so cool to find the box with the item and the instructions. Yeah, I wonder what the ingredients are. Oh, it contains, it says warning. Uh-oh. Contains alicylic acid, harmful if swallowed. Do not, wait a minute. It says to remedy this, the antidote, administered copious quantities of milk. If ingested, milk, what is milk gonna do? That's hilarious. Okay, that's very cool. Milk. Oh my gosh, the stuff on all these old tins, wouldn't you know? And it removes fruit. Apparently, it removes rust, ink, fruit, medicine, and other stains. Fruit is leaving tins stains on like counters, I guess. Fruit is a problem. You need a stain remover. Oh, that's just hilarious. Okay, I love this so much. So here's the little tin. It has all of its little things, along with the milk commentary, which is just brilliant. And this is going to be, let me find it here. It is going to be just $8 for the little box if you're interested in it. 104. $8 for the little box. 104. Oh, really? It is for certain poisons. Well, that's interesting, Carly. I just still find that hilarious that it's on the side of this box.
Great for Halloween.
Yeah, really good for Halloween. I love that. That brings me joy. All right, Betty, congrats. You're getting another great item. I am so excited for you to get your box. Wonderful. Okay, that is coming to you. Let me write you down. And okay, I need a better system for this. Let's see. Where did that go? Well, anyway, Vinny, I think it's back to you. So I'll look for this to write it down, then you can take over.
Spaced it out, you all. I've been up since 5. Well, I took a nap before we came on here. I woke up at 5 this morning. All right. So I've got some more tin/boxes that I hope you all would like. This is cool, and I think you could have it out all year. It's Boraxo powdered hand soap. Cleans
Oh,
dirty
little
hands.
things on the bottom.
You got a stage. No, is that a horse-drawn carriage? I wanted to say stagecoach, but that's a horse-drawn carriage. So it reads, Boraxo powdered hand soap. The two-way action of America's favorite powdered hand soap gets out dirt plain soap can't reach. Here's how. Wet hands thoroughly, pour on Boraxo, rub hands together to start. 1. Roll away action when magic borax crystals roll out grime and grease. Add more water, working up foamy suds to start. 2. Melt away action, which melts off the dirt and grime. Rinse. Your hands are now soft, smooth, and really clean. Boraxo is completely soluble, contains no grit, no abrasive. It does not say a year. I wouldn't know what era this is from. Maybe the 60s?
60s.
Thank you, Sarah, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
60s or 70s, maybe?
Maybe. But I love the black and the red and the white. This would be cool for Halloween or any time of the year, really. And if you would like the Boraxo powdered hand soap tin, it is only $12, number 1.
It's cool because that looks like a talcum powder tin, but it's hand soap, so that's really awesome.
It does.
Hi,
Lynn. Lori takes that. Thank you very much. Oh, Bree says it's 50s.
50s. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that with the font. That's very cool, Bree.
And then this is a really interesting piece, and this is what attracted me to it because it's for cleaning melamine, it's Melmac cleaner.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Melmac cleaner, the oxygen does it. For quality plastic cleaner, and it's still in there. The blue, the white, and the orange sold me on it. I think I just knocked my price over on this. But I got you. It's in good shape overall. Does not say a year on here, but it was made easy cleansing. Oh my God. I was about to say the made easy pleasing corp.
Well, that could go a lot of ways.
I know, that's why I had to stop myself. Made Easy Cleansing Products Corp. In Mount Vernon, New York. Lord, that's what happens when you're tired.
That's okay, Benny. But that is a really cool tin. I mean, cleaning Melmac. Wow, you don't see a lot of that.
Right? And you can clean coffee makers with it.
Wow, I wonder if that stuff really works or if it's toxic. Who knows?
Banish bitter tastes from coffee. So cool. And this tin too is $12. It's number 10. $12, number 10 for the Melmac cleaner box /tin.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
All right, Lori, thank you. That's a really cool one.
Yeah, it is. Look at the little burst coming off from.
Right, it's just, it's like pow. All right, those were my two, so it's back to you.
All right. Well, up next, I have something that I just think is so cool. And it's going to be an incredibly fun deal tonight because it does have some issues. But I just love the graphics on these old poker chip boxes. I think they're awesome. And you can see there's a little bit of wear and tear to the box, but I love the fact that it says lucky, 100 lucky plastic poker chips. And the side is in incredibly good condition. So, of course, you can display the side, but I love the little cutout with all the suits of cards on it.
Oh, that is so cool.
So cool. That's another thing with graphics that I'm obsessed with is anything that has these playing card designs. I don't know why. I just love them. And it's got all of its chips. They've never been used, I don't think. Or if they have, they've been incredibly well cared for because I'm trying to get this open so that you guys can see, but you can see that they're all in there. in their little rows, all washable, locking, and ready to use. And this just has great graphics for any of your red, white, and blue style holidays, or just stacked up. You can do little displays, put some tins on top
Oh,
of it.
perfect.
Make a little display on a shelf. They just look. Oh, I love it. It's a great riser for things. And you can use the poker chips. So this is going to be a great deal tonight. Just $6 if you are interested in the poker chips. Notating that it does have a little wear on the front, but I think it's great. So $6, number 105, if you are interested in the Lucky Poker Chip box. I think it's great. Oh, look at that. Made in the USA. Don't see that a lot anymore. Very cool. Let's see. You are on early. Oh, yes, Denise, I am. But I will be back on for my regular sale tonight at 10. So I've got 2 sales today. I know, Angela. I know. It's hard to believe. Beth Kemper, that's coming to you. Great get. Fantastic.
Right.
Okay. Now, my next items is fabulous. This is a Waterman's ink tin or
Oh,
Waterman's ink box with the ink and the glass jar inside. So it's very cool. It does have some wear, but look at this pen graphic on the back. The world's finest pen made by Ideal Company. This is just so cool. And look at the top. I mean, this is just awesome. All the graphics and the images on this are fabulous. Really, really good graphics all the way around. And then if you look at this bottle, it still has its paper label and it is full of ink. Now it's a little bit dusty because it's been sitting in this box for a very long time. But look at the bottom of this, you guys. It is made by, I believe, if I'm saying that right, yes, the Anchor Hawking Company made this particular glass jar for the ink. How cool is that? So if you got any fountain pens, you can use this ink still, to my knowledge, but it also looks really great set up on a little desk display. And I have a whole collection of ink jar containers on my antique desk that's in my office here, and I just think this is great. So if you are interested in the ink bottle, it is going to be just $12, number 109. $12, number 109 for the Waterman's ink. And I just think it's fabulous. Oh, is it? Did I? Oh, yeah, it does. It says blue and black. It is. It's divided in the middle, you guys.
I've never seen an ink bottle like that
Oh,
before.
wow, I'm pretty sure it is. It says blue black. That is very, very cool. I think it is. It's a little dark to see, but wow, that's neat. Well, good going, chat. Very cool. I love learning new things. Okay, back in the day finds. Robert, that is coming to you. How cool is that? Okay.
Hi, Jeannie, Chicago lady. Long time no see.
Good to see you, Jeannie. It has been a long time. Okay. Great. And that is my 2.
Okay. Alrighty, so the next 2 items I have are metal. Pedal to the metal, y'all. So this is one of those scales. It says John Chatelain and Son. Looks like this. It's a small one. That's what it looks like. This would be great just to hang on the wall, or you could hang a plant from it if you wanted to. Hang it on the ceiling or from the ceiling and hang a plant on it. Sturdy.
Oh, that is so sturdy.
So, like I said, it says John Chatelain and Son, makers, New York, USA. Nautical for use. Oh my God. What is Nautical? It says not legal for use in trade.
Noddlegale. Well, that's a new word. We're all learning it, Benny. Thanks. That's very good. We've learned something.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
Nothing, Benny. You're just
I gotta
tired.
plug my computer in. Noddlegale!
Noddlegale is a new Swedish name that's making its way through the states.
Trust me, it's just because it's not bright on here. Noddlegale. Not legal for use in trade. Right, exactly. Gotta plug my brain in. Okay, so if you would like this piece, it is $15. It's $15 and it's number 12 if anyone is interested.
That is a great deal on that.
No kidding.
That would polish up really nicely if you wanted to, but I kind of like the rusty, crusty nature of it.
Yep, for sure. Power adapter wattage is insufficient for normal operation. What? This is the power adapter that it came with. So don't do that to me.
I'm sorry, Vinny. I don't want my computer problems rubbing off on you.
No, it's just the power adapter. I don't know why it's doing that. It's plugged in. It's good. All right, so I also have a receipt spike. Do you guys like those?
But that one's cool. Look at it. It hangs on the wall.
And I like that the hook kind of goes zoop.
That's different.
So this is cool. Does this one have a maker on it? I do not think so. But yeah, this is a cool one, and you can fit a lot of receipts on this bad boy.
Yeah, you sure can. Just don't
Hi, Edward.
fall into the hook.
Right?
Hi, Edward. Welcome, welcome.
So this piece is $16, and I had the other one. I don't know what happened to my blue one. I must have left it in the other room. But this one's going to be number 9, if anybody is interested in it. It's $16, number 9 for the, I guess that's considered cast iron.
I would think so. It looks heavy.
It's got a little bit of weight to it. Poodle, thank you.
Poodle, what a fantastic buy.
Okay. So those were my 2 this round.
All right. And to go along with the watercolor tin I had earlier, I've got a whole box of charcoal for you. Now, I don't do a ton of art projects, but if my mom were still in the chat, she'd be able to tell us whether or not you can actually still use the charcoal. I'm assuming that you can, but it is full and it is just wonderful. The graphics on this, it is fine artist quality, extra hard charcoal. It's made by the F. Weber Company out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it cost $1 back in the day. And it has some really cool graphics on the side. But I think what is cool about this is it is full of charcoal. So whoa. And there goes the charcoal, ladies and gentlemen. That's my magic deck for the night. This is just fun. And so if you do any type of artist work and you would like to actually use the charcoal, I do believe that you can, but the graphics on this are great. And this is another one of these little boxes that I talk about creating displays and having little risers and things. It's just sort of perfect to create little displays on because it's long. And so if you saw my Instagram preview where I showed some of these things, I have a bookcase that my grandfather built in my bedroom, and I have stacked all kinds of little tins in different heights all over each other and created this really cool display. So I love that. So if you do any type of artist work, or you just want a cool little tin, that is great because it's got a really neat black color with cream graphics, then I highly recommend picking this up. I think it's wonderful. So this charcoal color tin box, I should say, with the charcoal still in it is a great deal at just $12. $12, number 107. You can't beat that with the charcoal still inside. I'm sure that would be a lot more expensive in an art supply store today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the font. I mean, the way they did charcoal and all of those things, 25 thin sticks. Yep, I think that's so cool. I love that box. I think it's wonderful. And the fact that it's a box, those things just don't survive anymore.
They really don't.
No, they don't. Okay, so my next item is this little adorable box of tacks. It has
Look at that.
great graphics on it, orange and blue. I love the little squares, and then it says tax right on the side, uniform tax. They are advertised to be free from dirt, which is really interesting. I'm assuming that maybe when they were sold, other tacks were dirty. Sometimes nails or things, they get that black like dust on them. So, so far, yeah, I think these truly are free from dirt. They aren't coming off on my hands, but they're great, and they're in this adorable little box. I would probably guess 1950s on this from an old hardware store, but the graphics are just so great. So I love these little things, and again, the fact that these all survive just really is amazing to me. So this little tax box can be yours for just $8, number 113. $8, number 113, and it is in really nice condition for its age. I love the double pointed tacks right in the front. That's just got some killer graphics.
They really do.
This is 2 by 2, so it's a perfect little square, and it is 1 inches tall. But yeah, I love the old cardboard boxes. They just do not make graphics like this anymore. You just don't find things, which is just very cool. All right, those are my 2 items.
Okay. Let's do. Making lots of noise over here. Forgive me.
Okay.
Okay, so
now I have 1 item left. Did I miscount?
I don't know, because I've got like 4 things that I haven't showed yet. Well, one's a choice item, so 3 maybe.
Okay. Well, I will work on figuring this out while you do your next item.
Alrighty, so my next item, this is really cool. If you see the lettering on here, this is Johnson's Wax. That kind of, no, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, God. This is really bad.
That is a cool tin, though.
Johnson's Wax. I can't tonight. I just can't do it.
You're so tired, you're a little delirious, and everything is 10 times funnier when you're delirious.
I can't do it.
You gotta read it, Benny. You can do it. Come on.
It's Johnson's Wax.
Oh, man.
I can't breathe.
Vinny needs like 2 plugs.
This is what I get for
having double charge them
for a week.
But when you read something like that, though, you can't unread it. It just is that way, and it's so funny.
Oh my God. Whew. Johnson's Wax, prepared paste.
Prepared paste. Oh boy. What
so
a
it's not preparation H, it's preparation P.
Prepared paste.
Prepared paste, copyright 1935 by the S.C. Johnson Company. So S.C. Johnson's been around a long time.
They made everything. That company was busy.
Made in USA, it's the finest polish for floors, furniture, and woodwork.
I'm just gonna leave that one right there. Look at the side seam on it though. It's definitely older with the side. Oh, look at that. Wax, wax, wax. But then does the other side have like that metal seam?
Did it have a seam on it? No, but it looks like
That's
maybe this was
cool.
given for free back in the day.
You get this can free. Wow, that's so cool.
That's really bad that I'm live and I'm just now realizing how bad that sounds.
Well, just some of the way they wrote things, I don't think people thought like they do now.
Exactly, it's very deco. And
That
if you would like the Johnson's wax prepared paste,
wax on, wax off.
wax on, wax off. It's only $12 and it's number 16. $12, number 16 for the Johnson's wax tin from 1935.
That is killer.
Karen, I see you for that. Thank you. Oh, it looks like they still make it, but the packaging is probably not that cool.
Yeah.
As cool as
No, I
this.
think it's very boring now.
I see you, Karen. Thank you. Oh my gosh, my brain. And then somebody had asked for tins. Well, I do have a velvet tobacco tin.
Ooh, cool.
I thought somebody could use this maybe like on a coffee bar. Maybe put your Keurig pods in it.
Yes.
It still opens. Pretty clean on the inside. Somewhat. Maybe line it with something and then put your pods in there. It does have its normal wear and tear, but here's the top. And then you've got this little white, I don't know if this is sticker residue, but I'm afraid to do anything to it. Burns cool and sweet in pipe or cigarettes. Let me measure the tin. And it is about 5 3/4 inches tall and about 15 inches around. You just can't beat the graphic of that. And if you would like the velvet pipe and cigarette tobacco tin, it's $16, number 5. $16, number 5 for the velvet tobacco tin. In pretty good shape, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's incredible shape. And I love the shape of the lid.
Yeah, the lid is a really cool shape.
Yeah, it is with its little perfect handle.
Yeah, these are great for display. All right, and I think those were my two.
All right, so somehow, Vinny, I don't have another item. And I've counted everything, and I really thought that I had 20 items, but apparently I don't. So I had just one item left, which is just fine. You can go ahead and do all your other items. But I have the most special item probably for last.
Ooh.
This is a really cool watchmaker's 10. Ewing Brothers out of Atlanta, Georgia. It does not have a zip code, so it is older. And again, it has the little diamonds on it. You guys know how I feel about that. And it's just this fantastic blue color. Love the navy and then that light blue. Oh, it's so good. So this is going to be just $8 if you would like this little tin. And $8 number 112. $8 number 112. Man, it's got some killer font on it. And these would have held watch parts inside if you don't know. But they're really great. You can magnetize the inside of these and then put the lid back on, and they work as great little magnets on your refrigerator. I think they're awesome. All right, 112. Carly, yay, that's coming to you. Congratulations, Carly. Now, do you want me to show some of the things that I still have available now, or you want me to do that at the end, Finny?
No, go right ahead.
Okay. So I still have this fabulous Goodyear Heels box for children's. Let's see. What's the number on this? Just a second, folks. Hold, please. Let's see. Where did this go? Okay, yes. This will be $15, number 116, for this awesome Goodyear Heels box with the heels still in it. I love the graphics on this. Children's loafers heels is what was in this. So that is still available. I have this fabulous Atlas polishing cloth tin. Oh, 116. Thanks. That will go to Lori Perry. Congratulations. That is a great grab. This I will fill with vintage matchbooks, and you will have this wonderful little Atlas polishing cloth tin. It is $12, number 102, and it will be chock-a-block full of matchbooks. So that's a lot of matchbooks because this is 5.5 inches tall, and it has some great graphics, so that is still available. And I also have this wonderful little royal cocoa butter tin that is a little more difficult with some really killer graphics on it. This is harder to find, so I am pricing it at $15, but that is a killer deal. You won't get it for a better price, and it's going to be $118 if you are interested in this. And man, it's just so cool. And I love its little round lid, and I think that's everything. Oh, and the charcoal is still available if you are interested as well in the charcoal. Okay, that is my last couple of items.
Alrighty, so I'll do a quick little recap of the things that I wasn't able to sell tonight. So that stuff is sold, that's there. Alright, so I have the Federal Savings plastic thermometer with the starburst on it. And this is $8, number 3, probably a giveaway from the bank when you opened an account with them. $8, number 3, made of plastic. It's very lightweight. It has a little hook for you to hang it on the wall. So $8, number 3 for that. I still have the Theragram jar. The lid is plastic. It screws on and off, and then the jar itself is glass. $6, number 8 for that. $6, number 8 for the Theragram tin or jar. I still have the Scotch tape tins. Only difference is the color. These are $8 each, number 15. $8 each, number 15 on those, if anyone is interested in those. If you want the white bottom, you just put letter A. If you would like the yellow and green, 15B. Alrighty, what else did I show that didn't sell? Oh, the People's Boric Acid Powder jar with some of the powder in it still from People's Drugstore. That is $10, number 18. $10, number 18 for that, if anyone is interested. And then I think the only... Oh, no, I got a few other things. Somebody bought that. I still have the Baby Ben clock.
Oh, that's so good.
And this one is $12, number 17. $12, number 17 for the Baby Ben clock. I'm trying my hardest not to drop it on my new computer. I have the moth crystal tins. This one does not have a lid, but I thought it could be used for paintbrushes or in an art studio. And then I've got the Odorol vaporizing crystals, which are the same thing. This one does have a lid to it. So these are $12 each. They're number 20.
Great.
So $12 number 20 for these. If anybody is interested in those. Okay. And then I think the only other item that I have that didn't sell tonight was the no legal. See, I don't even remember what I said now.
What did you say? Oh, that was funny.
No legal, not legal, no legal.
Something like that.
I think this is a scale.
Yeah,
If you hung that up, you
weighed.
could probably put a plant on it because of the hook.
Did it weigh like meat?
Maybe. Something along those lines. But that's $15, number 12, if anyone is interested in that. $15, number 12, for the pull scale. And it's heavy duty. Like, you could hang a plant on this and you know it's not going to come flying off of here because it was made well.
They just don't make the structural components of things to be nice anymore. And that's just amazing.
I know. It's crazy to think that, well, I guess times have just changed.
Well, I read something somewhere about how companies, they make things cheaper because it's a marketing scheme, right? They figured out that if things are made cheaply and they break, then you have to go back to buy another one to buy more. So then it just creates this cycle of consumerism. So I always find that super interesting. And most of the reasons that we do things are all advertising and marketing, which is kind of cool. And
Right.
also a little crazy to think about.
Yep. So I think that was everything for tonight. Exactly. We're a disposable society today,
Mhm.
which is, I did a paper on that in college. Oh, I forgot the flower frog. If anybody is interested in that, the glass flower frog is $10, number 13. $10, number 13 for the glass flower frog, if anyone's interested in that. But yes, back to the disposable society. Like, a lot of the old appliances, like I have old toasters, I've got old blenders. I mean, it's just, they were made to last someone a lifetime. Today, I don't know. They just, I mean, some, depending on the name brand, they can be pretty good quality, but still, it's like, we throw that stuff away if it gets.
But even my KitchenAid mixer, and I had one that was from my mom that lasted, I mean, through her, like her mom had it, my mom had it, I had it, and then eventually there was a part on it that just couldn't be repaired, and I couldn't figure out how to fix it, and so it had to go, and I got another one, and I was disappointed because mine now is super lightweight, and it does this thing where it bucks. I'm like, and it scoots across the counter, and I'm like, this is a $250, $300 mixer, and for that, it should not be scooting across the counter and bucking when it stirs. That's just craziness to me.
So they make washers now to go out when the warranty runs out. That's ridiculous.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, I think I remember what it was. It was, I wanted to, I probably should have titled the paper differently. I think I said why you should live your life like it's the 1950s, when it should have been why certain parts of your life you should live certain parts of your life like the 50s. Some of the responses I got from the criticism from that I got was, we won't get into that, but
People are very opinionated, and it's just they don't understand.
Well, because I mean, we have a toaster from 1930 downstairs that we use, and it's better than the convection oven we have now or any of the modern day toasters, and it's faster. It cooks the toast faster.
Mhm. Yep.
Things like that. Or, I have a blender that my mom liked to use for making slushes, and the blender chopped up the ice perfectly. And I mean, not that we don't have good appliances for that today, but the old stuff is industrial and it really does what it's supposed to do.
Yep. It really is just functionality wise, it's just so much better vintage. I was excited because I got a green canister for my crockery now. So almost everything I think that I use in my house, aside from maybe my pots and pans, I don't even have vintage towels, but I need to get on that bandwagon, will be vintage. And I'm very excited about that because it's just better.
It is. It's so much better. Oh, got an eBay notification. What's this for? Oh, I'll get that later. Right, right. Use your vintage. That's exactly right.
Yeah, really. I mean, use your vintage because it's made to be used. And it's built well enough that it should last another 100 years, which is cool.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a lot of the conveniences of today, but
Yeah,
some of the older stuff is just it's better to use that if it's not a fire hazard, of course.
yeah. And I always say, if I could go back in time and live in the 50s, but have the modern conveniences of air conditioning like everywhere, you know,
Yes.
and have less societal issues and those kinds of things that we talk about when we talk about the not so good parts of history. I think it would be a
Mhm.
wonderful wonderful time to go back to and visit.
Oh, of course.
Just the cars,
Th-
the fact,
this,
and
this, the ignorance people get from that, because just someone's like, oh, you like the 1950s. Oh, you must think the way that they thought back then. Like, no, you're just ignorant.
so I'm clapping for that because I have on my little satchel that I carry. There's a guy on Instagram. He's a jazz musician and he dresses in vintage clothing. You guys probably know him. His account is Dandy Wellington. If you don't, he's amazing. His band does jazz concerts and he's got all these cool bowler hats and shoes and amazing stuff. But he sells these little pins because he's so into vintage fashion that says vintage style, not vintage values. So I actually bought one of those and I've got it on my bag, so I walk around with it all the time, and I think it's great.
Yeah, times have definitely changed. Trust me, no era is ever perfect.
No, and we
It
can
never
learn
is.
from everything as
But
we
we
go.
but people who love vintage, they try to focus on the good parts of it because who wants a bunch of negativity?
hmm And we have a lot of cool things, like all the great graphics that make us happy on these tins. So there's a lot of fun in vintage. And think about how many good things you're saving from the landfill. That's just amazing in
Exactly.
and of itself.
And we love the style, we love the culture, the pop culture of things. We don't agree with the
Right.
way people thought back then. It's just we like it because it lasts longer. The stuff is better,
It's cooler,
and it
infinitely cooler.
it doesn't it the stuff today pales in comparison to the stuff from back then.
Yeah.
Most of it, anyway.
Yep, I agree, Vinny. Very well said. You need to get some rest, Vinny.
I just had a belch. That's all. No, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. So, guys, that is our sale for tonight. I want to thank you all for tuning in, hanging out with us. If you do have an interest in something that didn't sell tonight, you can email both of us and we can add it to your order. I'm going to probably try to work on my invoices tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be all done and then I'll have another sale on Saturday. What about you, Katie? What do you have coming up?
Yes, so I will have my sale with Soul Nate tonight, which is exciting. So tune in for that at 10 o'clock tonight. We've got some really good things. Nate's bringing some incredible sterling and real pearls tonight. So we've really got some good stuff coming your way. Um, And I will be shipping everything tomorrow and Monday, so I'll be working on those dates to get that out. And then next weekend I will not be here because I'm meeting up with Catherine, which is very exciting. So just stay tuned for some Instagram content. Now that I've got my new computer, I've got all new content coming out on my channel soon, so do look out for that.
Right. Same. I got my sale next week. Since my sale conked out on me, I'm going to have my stuff from there, but I'm going to try to incorporate some of my newer stuff that I'll be hopefully hauling this week. Yeah, so it'll just be pish posh everything as usual.
Which is the best kind, because there will be something for everybody.
Exactly. And you just never know what I may bring. Always watch the haul videos, though, because a lot of the stuff from there goes right to the sales, so that way it doesn't sit.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you all very, very soon. We will try to do this again, maybe maybe at the end of the month. That way it gives you a chance to get more stuff.
Yes, that's a good time frame for me, Vinny.
Maybe the last Saturday of each month we can do that.
Let's plan for that.
Because that gives you a chance to find more stuff. And
To
because if we
restock.
were to go back and forth, like it would just, you wouldn't have anything.
No, and Florida, for all of you guys that don't know, Florida is a little tough to find things from time to time. So I do have to really scour and travel and go a lot of places to find things for sales. Vinny's got so many wonderful options where he is. It's just amazing.
Absolutely. So I hope you all will tune into Pam. Her sale is going on right now. So make sure you go over there. And again, Katie and Nate have their jewelry sale. Link to Katie's channel is down below. So if you aren't subscribed, please make sure you do so. And then Trisha, Sandy and Otto has her sale at 10 p.m. as well, same time as Katie. So you have 2 places to go to get some more good stuff. So you all take care. Have a great night. And we will see you all in our next videos.
Bye, friends.
Bye-bye, everyone.